Good morning, sir.
Yes, very good morning.
Sir, can you please explain once that age calculation?
Age calculation, okay. Whose age you want to calculate?
From today's date to any date, like birth date to today's date.
Okay. Let's understand this is a date of birth. Okay. And you want to calculate the age till today. So there is a formula called as a dated if. Now dated it required start date, that is this, comma, today, comma, you want to calculate the year. So put the Y and then close enter. So if I press enter, I will get the 48. Still you require the month and the year also to be calculated. So equal to, the formula remains same, dated if, date of birth, comma, today, comma, YM, so the abbreviation. I hope you got the answer.
Yes, sir. At a time, we can't calculate date, month, and year.
See, at a time you want to calculate the date, month and year. Equal to dated if, this, comma, today, comma, Y. So this is a calculation you will get year. Let me just copy the same thing, Control C, and there is, we can add a month, then one more and paste it. Instead of Y, just add the YM, then and space, once again and Control V, and just add MD. So the formula is pasted 3 times. Now, if I press enter, please observe, year 48, month 5, and the days. So let me write somewhere 48 month. So I need the space also here. So here only I will add the day also. So year 48, month 5, and days 15.
Okay.
So the formula is written as a 3 times, same thing.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Chalo. Now let's begin with the today's session, and आपके चैट में मैं फाइल दे दे रहा हूं. So you have to download the file. Now download the file. We'll start working for the text function.
लास्ट क्लास में कुछ पेंडिंग था शायद एंडिंग में. जो आपने बोला था अगली क्लास में लूंगा।
सर एक्स्ट्रा असाइनमेंट्स के लिए एक्स्ट्रा टाइम अगर मैनेज होगा तो आई विल गो थ्रू इट. So if the time permit, I will go through it. So today I am starting with the topic name called as a Power Query. So the Power Query you first required, you should have a application that is Excel, and inside Excel you require a get and transform data. So check to your end, do you have this? Go to the tab and get and transform. आपके स्क्रीन में आ रहा है? So if you are not having this, that means you are working in the older version or the Power Query may not be there in your system. Okay. So I hope everyone, you are having this get and transform. Please confirm. Okay. Now please confirm. Yes. Now, if you are not having this, so what is written in your screen? When you go to the data, what is written? Now, please tell me, those who are saying no, what is written in the data tab? In place of this, what is there? Transform data. The name can be little get transform, get and transform. Okay. So here we require this is a data. In this data, I have there is a space problem is there. I may go for the capital and the small. I may go for here the trim function, or maybe the merge two cells. All these things learning can be done into this. So here we understand merge upper, lower, and this. Step remain common for doing a text 2, text 3, text 4, text 5. So be careful every time I will not repeat the steps. The steps remain as a common. Let me just go to the first option. This is my sample data. Once again, I said this is my sample data where I have to work. So similar way, text 1, 2, 3, 4 are same. The way of doing the pattern remains same. First step, I converted this data into the particular table format. How do you know that table format? When I go here, so I am getting the multiple names. So when I say here, for example, split address, so it is automatically jump into this and the name is given as a split address. Similar way, when I go to the another data, here the delimiter separator, the names are given. So all data I have defined in the table, that's a mandatory. I repeat, that's a mandatory. So I have done the work for you to convert into table. For example, sir, how to convert into table? Let me just quickly show you. This is a roll number. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is not a table. When I select these and when I press either control T, or when I click over here, so this is your data got converted into table and your table also has a header. If I don't click on this, so it will simply understand roll number also as a data. But roll number is not a data. Roll number is a title. So you have to say that my data has a title and okay. So it got converted into table. It got converted into table. Now, if I don't want this table and back to original, so you have to select these. There is a tool name called as a table design. So when you go to the table design, you can click convert to range. So when I say convert to range, so it got back to original. So this is not a table. Again, it looks like a table, but it is not a table. So let me clear this. So I hope everyone clear with this, how to convert data into table. That's already done. Now this is a data where I want to perform the sum as a text formula. This is a data where I want to perform some text formula. So step number 1, you have to just click inside this. Where I said you have to click just inside this. Okay. So my cursor must be inside this. What did I said? My cursor must be inside this. And then you have to go to the data and click on this name called as from table. From table. So when I click on this, it automatically takes your data, not only the sample one, text 2, text 3, text 4, text 5, everything goes over there itself. If you have a table data, if you have a table data. So the process will remain same. So I got the first data. Now looking to this data, I would like to convert some of the data as a capital, small, correct, uppercase, lowercase, left, right, trim, all these functions we can perform. For the last 10 to 15 minutes, we will be talking on transform this. So where is the transform option is there? So you have to go to the transform. When I go to the transform, there is a text and column. So I design my content in a 3 separate sessions, that is a text, number, date, and time. So here I have a first one that is known as text. Let's go here. I want this data to be converted into the capital. But are you going to perform the capital in the same column or you want it in a different column? What does it mean? When I go here, there is a format, and if I click on this uppercase, so automatically the data got converted into the uppercase. But it happens in the original. It happens in the original. Let's go for the undo. Now, if I want to do the undo, so what I can do it, on the right hand side, there is a applied steps. In Excel, we call it as undo, but here, undo, we call it as a applied steps. Where is applied step? This. Sir, can we remove this? Yes, I have to remove one step. So that is known as your applied steps, kind of a undo. Now, instead of converting my original data, I want my output to be in a separate column. Do not convert original. Keep original as it is. So instead of transform, you have to just shift it to the add column. When I go to the add column, in that also I have a same option called as a text and the transform. So let me click to this. I will say upper case, but it will add the column and then convert. Let me just click OK. So now this is the answer. So the new column also added and got converted into upper. Suppose I want everything in a lower. So once again go here and just say that I want in the add column and convert into lower. So I got uppercase and lowercase. I require the proper case. Proper means starting of first letter has to be capital. So let me go here and say that capitalize each word. When I go to the capitalize each word, so I got the entire data converted. The first letter has to be in a capital. Correct? Now, sir, whether this is converted or same thing it has, it is converted into uppercase or it is converted into proper case or this is same? See, this is not the same. If you go here, look at to the sixth one, Mr. MC Sten. And when I come back to this, here M is capital, but the C is not a capital because it is converted into proper case. So I can try any of the options as upper, lower, capitalize, and there is a next option called as a trim and the clean. So trim and clean we cannot perform because data is already neat and clean. Data is already neat and clean. So we cannot perform this two activity. Once I am done with the activity, I wanted my output in the same way. I wanted my output in the same. So what I will do, please observe, I will go here and say close and load. Close and load. When I say close and load, the data got converted and given into the Excel. Now, once I got this data, what is the beauty? Not today, but tomorrow if I type any new data. Let me go here and at the bottom if I type new data, Mr. Dot, suppose I just type something as a mixed cases. Now, please observe with the data so that you understand. Is this my data is a correct? Here I type this SHIRISH. See the position of H and see the position of here TIWARI Tiwari. Let me just add one more letter A is a capital. So that means I have typed the wrong data. But when I just go back to here, I want in the sample it has to be correct. So I don't have to perform the same step. But I can just do the right click in this and just say the option called as refresh. When I say the refresh, it automatically goes to the Power Query and take your data and perform all the correct steps. I hope you got the idea. Yes or no? So one time you are doing activity and then it is repeated here while doing just a right click and refresh. Sir, if I wanted to go back and do something else, okay, so just go here, right click and just say that one more time as edit. When I say the edit, once again you are back to your Power Query. So now the Power Query once again do whatever you wanted like. For example, sir, in this, I don't want my lowercase. So I may go here and say the right click and remove. When I say the right click remove, one column is gone. Now let me just go here and close and load. So I have done some new activity. See, the data is loaded like this. So every time when you do anything, you have to just do right click and say what? Refresh. So data got automatically loaded. Now let me show you one more time. Those who have not understood, please focus on the learning. Now here there is a once again data is there, but here there is a space. So I would like to remove the space. Once again, my cursor must be where? Inside. Then finally I just go to the data and click on transform. That is from table. So it goes to the Power Query. In the layman language, Power Query is just like a garage, correct? Just like a garage where we send our vehicles whenever there is a problem in the vehicle for doing all maintenance activity. Once the maintenance is done, your vehicle is back to home. Or other language, you can say that it's a kind of a hospital where the patients goes there whenever they feel sick, they get some treatment. After the treatment, they are back to home. So this is a kind of a place where we perform some treatment. Sir, what is the treatment you required? I need the first name, the space has to remove. So immediately either I will go to the transform and just say that there is a trim, or otherwise I will go to the add column. I hope you got the difference between the transform format and the add column format. Please answer what is the difference? Yes, add column says I am doing the same thing but in the new column. And the transform says I will convert the original into your application, whatever you do it. Let's go to the add column. When I go to the add column, there is a format. And here I said I would like to perform what? Trim. If I say the trim, could you look into the data? Now earlier there is a space. Correct now? There is a space where the Hardik is written, Irfan is written, there is a space. So now the space is gone. So that's the beauty of this. So we went to here and then we click on this. Sir, can we clean this? Yes, we can perform the clean also. If there is a extra hidden spaces, so that will be cleaned by this. Sir, where is the hidden spaces? I can't see anywhere hidden spaces with the open eye. So the clean will not do anything. That's reason we are using the another tool called as trim. Then we have a add prefix and add suffix. It's a kind of before and after. It's a kind of before and after. For example, here the name is given. I would like to add the deer. For example, let's see, this is a trim name. I would like to add the dear Tony, dear Johnny, like that way, dear has to be added. So let me just go here and say add prefix. Pre means before. What did I say? Pre means before. So here I will say dear. When I say the dear and say okay, so it will automatically add everywhere as dear. I hope you got the clarity, yes or no. Correct? Okay. See, after here, like for example, trim is written everywhere. After the name, I want as a XLR. I want the after the name as a XLR. So I will go here and add what? Either prefix or suffix. Now this time suffix. So here I will say Tony and then thank you. Whatever you want to add. So you will get the name and then later as a thank you. I hope clear with this. Do you want to load the same answer into Excel? No, sir. I did this just for the learning activity. I don't want to load every time my data. So I just learned the function. I just learned the function and immediately I will do what? Close. So do you want to add into Excel? So not interested, so I will discard. Because I just went for the learning purpose. I learned and then I don't want to load. Because I have designed the mini samples. So every time if you load, so your Excel will be slowed down. Okay? So let me come back to the next option. Please observe immediately. Here I wanted my product 3 letter. That is the first 3 characters. So I have to use formula left. Sir, I wanted as a right 8 characters. So use this right. Then I want the middle 2 characters. Then use what? Mid. But the Power Query says it is just a click. You don't have to remember left, right, mid, any of the formula. So let me just click on this from table. Data goes to your Power Query. That's a kind of garage. Once again, let me perform the steps. As I mentioned, for the last 10 to 15 minutes, we will be discussing about from text. From here, what do you want to extract? When I go here, there is nothing to be used from here. So I will shift it from here to extract. What do you want to extract? So here there is an option length, first character, last character, range, before, after, and between. If I go to the first character, what is the first character do you want? So I will say that I want the first 3 character. What is that? Insert first 3 character. Okay. Now please guess and tell me, is this correct or incorrect? Similar way, if I want the right 8 character, so I will go to where? Last character. Instead of first, go to where? Last. How many character? Sir, 8 character. Please observe when I say okay, so I will get what? 8 characters. Sir, if I want the middle one, that's a PP. Can you tell me the starting position of PP start from where? So here, if I go back to, there is a something called as a range. There is something called as range. Now, when I go to the range, it is saying, tell me the start position. So P is starting with which position? 5th position. But here, counting always start with a 0. Counting always start with 0. So if I say the from the 5th, give me the 2 character. From the 5th, give me 2 character. Okay. Is this correct I got? No. Sir, immediately I have to change something. So you can just either delete this or you have to modify, then there is a gear icon. This is a gear icon where we can do the correction in the formula. So let me click to this. The starting point has to be where? 4. How many character? 2. If I say okay, please observe the answer. I hope clear to all. Now, if I want it from my data, if I want it, because here the counting has to start from 0. Let me just quickly delete this 3 column because I'm not interested. So right click and say what? Remove. But sir, I have to remove both column. How many times I have to click? 2 more times. How many times? 2 more times. So instead of clicking 2 more times, I will click on the first column, right click and say what? That means do not remove the first column, but remove the other column. So my job is done as a quickly. Once again, I want my AAA. So instead of using this technology as a first character, last, so I will not use this. I will go here. There is additional text before, which we have already done in the Excel also. So there is a text before. So from where do you want? So I want the delimiter as a dash. So whatever is there before the dash, correct? So that will be my answer. So I got the first answer. Sir, can I go to the another one? Yes. That is a text after. Where is the text after? Dash. Please observe delimiter is dash. So if I say okay, I got the answer. But is this correct answer I got? No. Sir, I am interested into the numbers 1000178. But I got the text and this. So one more technique you have to use. What is that? You have to use another technique that is known as a text after. What is the text after? Text after the dash. Okay. So I got the number. Sir, what about these unwanted? Either it can be deleted. Either you delete these or from here only, just go and say text what? Before. And text before there is a dash. Okay. Is this same answer I got? Let me remove this, right click and remove. Sir, I want it first as a first three character, then last three character, then arrange this year to year. You are shifting the column. So I just column like this. So first three character, last two, middle two character, and the last. So how do you want it? According to your requirement, you can arrange it. So there is an option which we have used that is known as remove column, remove other columns, insert before, text after, text before the delimiter. So these are the options I used. Sir, if I want to practice one more time, then either I should delete all these things, one by one. It's a kind of undo I am doing it. Is this clear? It's a kind of undo I am doing it. So do you want to load this data into Excel? Sir, not interested. So immediately I will click on close because we are just doing a practice. Similar way, there is a text here like 3. Once again, I want this data to be converted. But how do you want? I want the Mumbai and the Maharashtra. Mumbai and Maharashtra. So let me go here one more time from table. See, I use the same thing as a 5 times I am using it. So that you should not get any confusion. Sir, here once again, I want from the comma. So which option should I use? I will go to add column. Once again, I will go to the extract, which I use. Can I go to here the text after? When I go to the text after, system understand from where do you want? For example, I want from the comma. Okay. Is this, I got all the answers as? So it depends on your requirement. How do you want it? You can arrange your data. I hope it is clear with this. Or otherwise, there is a tool called as a, let me go to transform. Let me go to the transform. The name is given as a split column. What is the new name? Is this we have a split column into here? No, that is not there. So let me just come back to this. But it will apply on the original column. Let it be split column. How do you want to split? See, here also it is given as by lower, by upper, correct, by position. So number of options are there. I preferred here the by delimiter. So what is a delimiter? Here it automatically detects your delimiter as a comma. Earlier you are going to type, but here the beauty is this is auto detected. That is a comma. Let me say okay. Is this I got the answer? Here I got shipping address Mumbai, shipping address Maharashtra, and then whatever the rest you have. So you can use the multiple options, sir. Sir, if I don't want other things, just do the right click and say remove other column. But my data got converted. Your address is this and your state and city got converted like this. Sir, if I want to do practice one more time, please close and then try one more time. So now this is the original data, correct? So where we have to go? Either we have to go to the add column and perform all these steps according to your requirement, or I will go here, transform and directly say which split column. When I say the split column, system automatically understand where is your split position. So once I got this, I have to just say okay. So once again, if you are interested into this, just say home, close and load. No, sir, I don't want to load. So I will simply cancel it because I don't want to do the same thing again and again. So that's the reason I'm canceling it. Similar way, you have a text 4. From here, you have to separate from the @. See, let me just go here quickly. Please observe, it's 1 minute, not more than that. Because these power queries is all are clickable event. Excel, we have a formula. In the Power Query, just a click, that's all, your job is done. Let me go to transform. Let me say here, I would like to split from the delimiter. Now here it is checking automatically where is your delimiter. The system says I have detected from the dash. But I want the data to be break from here where the @ is there. So you have to go here and say that I'm interested into custom. In the custom, I will say @. Choice is yours. From where do you want to break? So once I said here, I would like to break from here. Okay. So automatically your data got break from here @. I guess clear from yes or no? Once again, sir, I want from Mr. or Miss is given. From Mr. or See, if the data is a consistent same, if the data is consistent and everywhere same, for example, Mr. 2 character, but Miss MRS, there is a 3 character. So there is an uneven. There is an uneven. If I go here, split column, and if I say by number of character, if I say here, I am looking for the 2 character. So there can be a mismatch. Can you see? If I say the 2 characters, so there can be a mismatch. So you will not understand 2 character is what. Let me close this. So you have to go here. Where is option? Transform, split column, and say what? By delimiter. So delimiter is the best option. From where do you want to break this? So I have to say automatically custom and dash. So whether 2 or 3, it get automatically matched to your system. So here all Mr. and Miss is there, and here the names are there. So later on you can just convert this as a first name or the last name. I hope clear with this. Just double click on the heading and say that this is a first name and this is a last name. Whatever you wanted, you can just add it. But it's a kind of a case sensitive. So your Power Query is a case sensitive. Once it is done, either I will go here and say close and load, or simply close from here, not interested. So I have done with this. There is a one more option. Here I have a name, gender, and then age is given. So here also I would like to add the prefix and the suffix. In the Excel, we have learned something called as a logical formula. Something called as logical formula. Let me just do it at this place. Now this is something kind of an advanced, but still I would like to add. Let's see over here. Equal to if. Here if I say if this, please observe, equal to male. If this is a male, then I want it as a, I wanted to add Mr. and this name. If gender is a male, then what I will add? Please tell me quickly. I will add the Mr. Okay, I will add the Mr. See, let me write in a separate place. थोड़ा सा आपको confusion होगा. Here like a male, female. See, just to remove the confusion, I am doing it. Otherwise, not necessary. Ram. हाँ बराबर है ना. चलो. So here equal to, if the name can be anything, do not go with the names. Correct. It's just for understanding. If this is equal to male, so I want it as a what to be added? Mr. So I will do in the double quotes as a Mr. and connect to this. So it will add Mr. Ram. Otherwise, it will add as Miss, whatever you want to add, it's up to you. And name. Let me just close and enter. Please observe. It is saying Mr. Ram. It is saying the similar technology I have to use into the Power Query, not into the Excel. So let me delete this. This is just for your understanding. This is a data. Let me say from. So the data goes to your Power Query. That's a garage or hospital for doing a cleaning. What is my requirement? I wanted the name same. So here, logical formula, let me go to here the add column. There is a conditional column. There is a conditional column. Conditional column, it's just like a similar to your if. What did I say? Similar to if. Correct? Here I will just put the name as, what is the name? For example, greeting. Whatever you wanted, just add it. If gender, gender is this, equal to, what is that equal to? Male. If gender is equal to male, but here you will get the wrong answer because this M is capital, but A is not a capital. So you have to perform the similar proper steps. That is MALE, capital, small, case sensitive. If it is a male, what do you want? Sir, I want it as a Mr. to be added. Correct now? I wanted to Mr. to be added. Otherwise, you can add Miss, whatever you wanted, guys. Okay. I hope clear with this. Okay. When I say the okay, please observe what is this. Please observe here the male, what is added? Mr. What is a female and then Miss. But is this we are looking the same answer? No. But after these, can I combine this and this for getting my job is to be done? Acha, for combining, what is the common mistakes I have seen? Student first click on this. Please observe the method of clicking. First I click on this and with the control button I click on greeting. First I click on this and then control button I click on greeting. So this is the first click and this is the second click. And if I go here, add column, there is something called as a merge column. Combine. When I say the merge column, here it is saying what is a separator. What is a separator? So I will say that my separator is nothing but there can be a space. There can be a space. Okay. Please observe. Is the same way we are looking? So what's the mistake I did? Sequence of selection. Sequence of. So selection has to be what? First is this. And this has to be second. Then you go to the merge column. Merge column. What is the separator you require? Sir, suppose if I require the comma or colon, suppose let's have a colon. What is a new name for your? I will say that as a combine. And then if I say, okay, see the answer. See the answer. What did I got? I got a Mr. and then, oh, I hope clear with this. Yes or no? Is this clear? If I want the same answer, I will say here, close and load. Otherwise, I'm just doing what? Canceling it. Sir, why always cancel? I don't want to load every data. Just for your understanding. Correct. So now I'm just giving you the time of 5 minutes. File is already shared. So please quickly revise this so that I can move to the next data called as date. Only get data option is there. Yes, it will work. Pragati, you should have a this from table. So if you have this, it will work. Please be remember now it is 7:38. You have a 5 minutes just to do your practice.
Sir,
Mhm.
वो टेबल का ऑप्शन एक्सेल में नहीं दिख रहा है, एक बार मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर सकती हूँ क्या?
ठीक है, करो अपनी स्क्रीन। कर्सर आपको रखना है टेक्स्ट विथ डिलिमिटर है उसके अंदर, किसी भी नाम के अंदर। हाँ, दैट्स स्टेप नंबर 1। डेटा टैब में जाना है, फॉर्मूला के बाजू में डेटा टैब। देखो फ्रॉम टेबल और रेंज क्लियर वर्ड में लिखा हुआ है। जी, या तो आप लेट ज्वाइंट हुए या तो फिर आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया।
हाँ सर,
हुआ
लेट ज्वाइन हुआ था।
हाँ,
हाँ
वो
हुआ।
आपके क्वेश्चन से ही मालूम पड़ जाता है कि आप लेट ज्वाइंट हुए या फिर टाइम पे आ गए। हो
सॉरी
गया, अभी
सर।
क्लिक क्लिक कर सकते हैं।
हाँ कर सकते हैं।
चलो प्लीज ट्राई दिस। स्टॉप योर स्क्रीन।
थैंक यू सर।
यस। और कोई ऐसा है जिसके इसमें नहीं आ रहा है? सो इट्स नेम इज गेट एंड ट्रांसफॉर्म। कौन कौन सा यूज कर, आपको कैसे काम करेगा, फोन आप यूज कर रहे हो क्या? आप नोकिया तो फिर इसका ये कहाँ से अपडेट होगा? मतलब एटलीस्ट डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा। सॉफ्टवेयर 2008 का अपडेट देना बंद कर दिया होगा। दिया था 29 अपडेट। फोन यूज करने के लिए आपको चाहिए एंड्रॉइड, लैपटॉप यूज करने के लिए आपको चाहिए 2013 का एप्लीकेशन। इवन अपडेट करने के लिए भी ज्यादा पैसे नहीं लगते हैं। हार्डली इट टेक्स 500 rupees and in the group of 5 members। उससे कहीं ज्यादा आप एक मीटिंग या इवेंट्स में जाते हैं तो पैसे स्पेंड हो जाते हैं। टू लर्न सम न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी यू हैव टू स्पेंड द मनी। चलो नाउ गाइस प्लीज कम बैक टू द नेक्स्ट। Now, once again, I am sharing the file. Please download it. The next file says date function. See, once you got the method, how to use it, you have a after 9 o'clock till the next day, correct, for doing your practice. So once you understand the methodology, how to use it, entire practice, I can't allow you the time to do entire practice because I have to complete the syllabus. And there are multiple case study which takes a time to understand. ये तो बहुत बेसिक वाला डेटा है जिसके लिए आपको टाइम ही नहीं लगना चाहिए। ओके, सो प्लीज ऑब्जर्व वंस अगेन। नाउ स्टिल वी आर investing 15 minutes for learning this. So here I have a order date. From the order date, I have to extract the year, month, quarter, and day. What did I said? Year, month, quarter, and day. So in the Excel, I have to remember the 4 formula. Similar way, if I go to the date 2 for getting a weekday, week of the year, week of the month. When I say the weekday, when I say the weekday, so it will go here the first week, second week, third week. Correct now? Week of the year. So when you go to 12 months, then which is your week? So From here, it goes to the week of the month, then again day of the week, then again day of the year, then name of the day, then name of the month. Once again, there is a second options, date of birth. This is the date of birth. Today only we did dated if, correct? So you have to go here for calculation of that. Once again, there is a date function, start of the year, end of the year, start of the quarter, end of the quarter, start of the month, end of the month, correct? Then once again a date function, difference in two dates. Then once again I have a date format. So generally this is a major problem of the data. Whenever I have a date, suppose someone enter your data maybe in format of 12/16, correct, or 16/12 or 16 December, or somebody will enter like this. So definitely generally we entered one format that is known as a DDMMYY. So this format. But if the data goes in this pattern or in this pattern or in this pattern, how to correct? So the Power Query handles very easily with this. So guys, these are all the mini examples, but it's a bit difficult to cover everything in the class. But फिर भी methodology मैं बता देता हूँ so that you can do your own hard work also. Now please observe. Please observe. This is a what? Date. So immediately go to data and click to here from table. See, every time I'm using a same methodology. My data is already converted into table. So you have to just click on from table. When I say the from table, so data goes to garage. I call it as a Power Query as a garage. That is for the data cleaning. The Power Query says you get the world dirtiest data. What did I say? World dirtiest data. I am ready to clean your data. There may be a clickable event. 10 steps, 5 steps, 4 steps, but you have to just click. You don't have to remember any formula. Please observe. Now, once again, I go to the transform. We will be talking about 10 to 15 minutes on date and time. If I go here, here also date and time is there. Add a column, from here also date and time. I hope you got the clear difference. What is the meaning of add column and what is the meaning of transform? Yes, no? Yes, no? Please answer quickly. Now let's go to
Yes,
the
sir.
add column. In the add column, suppose from the date I required as a year. So let me just go to the date column. There is a year. Please observe on the learning so that you can do your own practice. Correct? Now it is just a clickable event, nothing else. Here I say year. Is this I got the year? Did I use any formula? No, but still I got the year. Once again, let me click to this. Date, year. Sir, I wanted the start of the year. Could you guess and tell me what is the start of year? See, अभी 2026 आएगा. तो start of the year क्या होगा? 1st Jan 1/1/2026. So that is the start of the year. So if I click and say that end of the year, अभी year end होने वाला है ना 25. So 31st December. Yes. So just click on start of the year. So I got 1/1/1. Is this clear? Now once again, let me click to this. I want end of the year. Is this any hard work is required for doing this? Yes or no? Please answer. So I may go here, start of the year or end of the year. What is your requirement? You have to go here and choose according to your requirement. I hope clear with this. Yes or no? Okay. Similar way, sir, if I want to practice some other, then what you have to do it? Please observe. You have to just cancel these steps. You have to just cancel these steps and perform one more time. Let me go here. Sir, I wanted the month, year, month, start of the month, end of the month, days in the month, name of the day. Let me just go to the month. So here when I click to this, so it is saying month 3. Correct now? In the numerical format. Sir, I wanted in the text format. So go to the month and say name of the month. Can you read this? Name of the month, Jan, Feb, March. Sir, I wanted at the end of the month. Once again, go here and just say that month you wanted as start or end of the month. Sir, I want the end of the month. So it will display end of the month. Correct now? Once again, here I have a date and time also. If you want, you can just do the right click, change type, and just say that I don't want date and time, I want only date. So the data may be crystal clear. Are you clear with this? Correct. Because it is pattern is changed by the system here. Can you see here there is a change is written? So when I load the data, let me close this, close this, close this, close this. When I load the data, the Power Query automatically detects as a date plus time, and it was converted into this. Sometime it is good and sometime it is dangerous. Sometime it is good and sometime dangerous. So when you say the change type, that means the Power Query automatically understand the data and convert into their requirement. Sir, I am not interested. Please cancel. Correct now? Now, what is your requirement? I will do the right click and I will say that I am interested in change type and my data type has to be what? Date. So now I got this. Once again, you got this. You immediately go back to here. What is your requirement? Sir, start month, end month. Correct now? End of the month. So let me just click to this. So here the 33. So month get ended to 31st. Here 13/2, but the Fab month get ended to 28. I hope you got the clarity. Correct? So here we went where? Month. Similar way, I can go here. There is a day formula. See, day. When I click on day, so it will automatically give you 30 and your day is what? 30. Sir, I want which day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So just go to the day and there is a name of the day. So I will get what? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Is this clear? Now, once again, let me click to this. So guys, there are many options are there. That is the start of the day. When I click on the start of the day, it says your day is starting from this, day is starting from this. Starting number is the start of the day. I hope clear. So there are many formula which you can just click and practice. Sir, I wanted it is from the quarter. Correct. So here 33. It is starting with which quarter? Quarter is Jan, Feb, March. So yes, it is in the first quarter. So it will display as a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Why here it is displaying as a 4? If you look at to the data, there is a December. So December comes in which quarter? Fourth quarter. So there are many options they have given. There are many options. That is a clickable options. So whatever we required, we go accordingly. Otherwise, we leave this. I hope is this clear with this? Yes or no? Now, let me close this and come back to the other options. Here I have already loaded 2-3 times. So that's reason here it is saying, let me just quickly go here. Please observe. Let me close this card. Okay. Now I will come back here. Please observe there is a date of birth. It is just a 2 click. You will get your date of birth. How many click? Just a 2 click from table. Please observe. Not more than 2 clicks. Here date of birth is there. Please observe. Let me go to add column. Date. And here I will say age. So when I click on age, automatically I got the age of a person. But nobody looks or like to see the age of a person in days. Nobody wants it age of a person in days, but they wanted age of a person in year. So immediately I have to say, go to the duration and say not in a days, but I want in total year. I want it in. So days got converted into total year. So is this 62, 51? Sir, I am not interested in decimal also. That is in, I want it as a round figure. So you can just go to right click and say from here, change type and say as what? Whole number. If you are not interested to say the whole number, or you may also go to the rounding and just say that I want it as round. I want it as, that is also kind of a whole number. How decimal? Not interested. As a 0. Okay. So I got the same thing as a 63, 51. So your age got converted into this. I hope, is this clear? But it require how many? Just a click. Just a click. Correct? I hope clear everyone. Now, once again, this we have already done. Here there is a difference in order date and there is a ship date. For example, when you place the order, so this is the order date. I place the order on 30 March 2021. For example, I place order in the Amazon and they are delivering this product on this date. So I would like to see how many days they are taking for delivery. If it is more than 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 50 days, 180 days, so definitely I have to take a serious action. Correct? Or I have to cancel my order. So let me just go here. How to find the difference in 2 days. As I mentioned, it is just a click. No formula needed. I will say that my ship date minus order date. The sequence must be what? Ship date and then select order date. Just go back to where? Add column. Once again, go back to date. There is option called as subtract. So automatically I will get this. I hope clear with this. Yes, no, please answer quickly. So here I have to ask to the management why you are taking 406 days. So if you are taking this much of days for doing your delivery, so definitely the payment will also receive accordingly. So that means uh, 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 see, मंथ में यहाँ ऑप्शन देता है ना आपको, मंथ में जाने के बाद मंथ नेम ऑफ द मंथ ये जैन पे आप क्यों नहीं देते? तो ये जैन का फुल नेम तो यही होता है ना, जैन। एक मिनट, एक जन को हाँ एक्सट्रैक्ट करके जाना पड़ेगा। उसको ये नहीं पता है क्योंकि इसके अंदर स्टार्ट ऑफ 3 कैरेक्टर्स मार्च नहीं लिखा हुआ है। तो यू हैव टू गेट दिस। अब ये लेने के बाद तब आप डिसाइड कर लो स्टार्टिंग के 3 कैरेक्टर ही चाहिए। नहीं सर, आप गलत जगह पे आ गए। वी विल लेट मी कंप्लीट दिस पावर क्वेरी, उसके बाद तब आपके इस तरह के क्वेश्चन के आंसर दूंगा जो टाइम परमिट के बाद होना चाहिए सर। ठीक है। सो हियर आई सेड हाउ टू सब्ट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम शिप डेट टू ऑर्डर डेट। ठीक है। इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ क्वेश्चन कि सर जिसकी शादी नहीं हुई है वो बंदा पूछना चाहता है सर चिल्ड्रंस कितने होंगे, तो कौन सा भी नहीं सर, आप समझे नहीं, आप पावर बीआई की क्लास में नहीं हो, आप क्लास कौन से हो? तो हमें क्वेश्चन उससे रिलेटेड पूछना, पहले मुझे उसका आंसर देना होगा, या अदरवाइज जो 30 ऑडियंस यहाँ 34 बैठे हैं उनका टाइम क्यों मैं वेस्ट करूं? करेक्ट। सो आपके एडिशनल क्वेश्चन के लिए यू हैव टू स्पेंड द एडिशनल टाइम, दैट इज ऑल्सो आफ्टर द 9 o'clock, क्योंकि वो सारे लोग 9 o'clock के बाद वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल चले जाएंगे। सो आई विल नॉट आंसर आउट ऑफ दिस। तो एक्स्ट्रा कोई ऑप्शन है, आई एम रेडी टू आंसर बट आफ्टर 9 o'clock. Okay, so let me once again come back to this. So I use the option called as subtract. Once again, I have a date options. This is one of the tedious job where we are struggling with the date. Excel does not understand if you are changing the pattern. So there is a left, right, mid, a lot of formula we use for getting the answer. So let me just quickly delete this. So this is my data. Let's consider this is my data. I wanted certain correction. Here Excel says this is a correct, but this is also wrong, this is also wrong, or this is also correct. Even Excel understand this, but Excel to clearly does not understand date 4 and 8, date 4 and date 2. So let me just go here and quickly, where from table. See the beauty of this, when I transfer data to as a power query, it immediately detect the first step, that is the date. Immediately detect date. Please observe there is a calendar. Correct. Now there is a calendar and there is a just a calendar, and one more here the date 3 there is a calendar, and here just a 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 is saying it is just a number. It is not a date, it is just a number. Here it is saying it is a proper date plus time. Proper date plus time. So that is the reason here there is a, can you see the watch icon? On the calendar there is a watch. Can you see here the watch icon? No. So Excel understand this is a pure date. Excel understand this is the date plus time. This is also date plus time. So let me quickly say that right click, change type, and you are not a date and time. You are just a date. You are just a date. Replace, yes sir, replace. So my first problem gets solved. Once again, this is automatically corrected. I will not do anything. Here also right click, change type, and just say that date. Replace. So my 3 problems get automatically solved. Only the major problem of this. So here you have to understand the pattern and just say that how the data has to maintain. So for this pattern, I would prefer there is a add column and there is a column from example. Let me go here. It's a kind of a flash fill in Power Query. So here I will say from the selected column, because I want to perform date 4. So let me go here. And when I go here, I have to say that what is a pattern. So I will say 16, I will say 16 dash 12 dash 2000, 2002. Correct? Now if I click, so it will automatically check for the rest of the pattern. 17 dash 12 dash 2002. Is this 2002 or anything else? No, I made here the mistake. I guess 22 is there, correct? 22 years, yes. So that's a correction. Let me cancel it. See here, I thought it is a 2000, but I have to type 2022. So go to here from selection. Don't worry. Let me do it one more time. That's a 16-12-2022. If I hit down, once again, 17-12-2022, let me hit down. So automatically your all date got corrected. I have to say just a okay. I have to just say okay. Once it is done, it is saying, sir, we have a replace in this pattern. So right click, here I will say change and then say what? That is a date and time. So is this my job is done? Is this my job is done? I have to just perform two steps. Correct. Otherwise in the Excel you are struggling a lot. So there is a two digits extract, lot of manipulation we have to do it in a Excel. Correct. And even sometime you are working in as a India and you are working in some other particular countries. So it is once again bit difficult to understand how the system is working. So you have to go here, right click and just go to the change type and go here and say that use locally. So it will automatically understand you are switching from India to, for example, US. So there may be a multiple pattern. So it is saying what is the data? I say my data is generally what? Date. And in that date, you will get the sample of this. So if you are working in India, so you have to go here, English India. Sir, I'm not working in English India. I'm working in a English as a UK. So you have to go here and choose the other country pattern. Are you clear with this? So you have to choose the country. Then you will get the proper format of your date. So there are many formats are given. Correct? But you have to change from here. That is known as a locally. So just do the right click, change type, and then use what? Locally. Correct. This is a very rare scenario, but still I have given you for options because these are the questions asked by some of the management. So that's the reason I shared this. So here we have done change to date and then which country you are there. So accordingly, you have to select the pattern because here in India, we have a DD, YY. But when you go to the USA or UK, so there is a pattern of DD. So you have to change accordingly. Correct? So let's do not do anything. I will cancel. So I'm done with the date options. Let me quickly say close and say discard. So I'm back to my Excel. So these are the files which is already given. Just quickly spend a time of 5-7 minutes so that I will move to the next one. First. Done. Now let's load the new data. So download your number function. Number function is just to perform some numerical operation on your addition, subtraction, and the multiplication. Still, it is very basic, but I need to just give you as a quick revision for this. For example, this is a sales. I want to calculate the 10% of this. So definitely we are going to use some formula, multiply as a 10%. Now there is an option called as a data. Once again, I will go here from table. So data goes to where? Once again to the Power Query. What is the next steps? See here, I will not spend 10-15 minutes, but 5-7 minutes just to understand conceptual things. You require once again as a transform, and the here option is given as number. Option is given as number. So we will work on this, or otherwise add column. There is option called as from number. This is the same thing. Is this clear? Now, what I will do on this, let's understand what I will do on this. So there is a sales column, quantity column, discount. For example, this is my sell and this is a profit. I required what is the cost price. So for getting the cost price, you have to subtract sales minus profit. So I will just click on sales. Then next step is a profit. That's a sequence. And go to here, standard formula, add, multiply, subtract, divide. I will go to where? So my job is done. What is the actual price for this? What is the actual price? 58. Correct? That is known as your cost price. Sir, if I want this 58, not in the decimal, so I may go here rounding. I will say the round up, round down, or round. Sir, here I am interested in the round up, but the up, it is automatically 58 become what? 59. Let me just cancel this step, and I will say that if I am interested in the round down, so here you can go to what? Round down. So that 59 become how much? 58. Is this clear? There are certain negative is also there. That means where we are in a loss. Negative indicates I am in a loss. So just go here. See, I have done where how to use the add, multiply, subtract, and divide. I have done only one option. So you can try with the other options. Or there can be any other way. For example, this is your sales. I wanted my sales divided by my quantity. Sales divided by, so let me select the sales, let me select the quantity. I will go here and say what? Divide. So if I divide, I got all this. Is this clear? I wanted whenever I will do the divide, but the data should not be in a decimal. Data should not be in a decimal. Let me cancel these all, whatever I have done. I want my division should not be in a decimal. So sales divided by quantity, but I don't want decimal. So you have to say divide but as integer. Divide but as a integer. So you will get all the number as an integer. Even the negative number is also not there. I hope clear with this, yes or no? So here I went to this option called as divide integer. There is something called as a modulo. Modulo means it is a give you the remainder. It is give you remainder. For example, 100 divided by 2. So what is the remainder? That is a 0. So if I go here sales divided by quantity, and if I say the modulo, it gives you the remainder as here the 0. And rest all are getting some amount because they are not 100. See here the 2000 divided by 2. So remainder is what? 0. So that's kind of a modulo. Sir, I wanted what is a 10% of 100. So you can go here and just say that percent. How much you wanted? 10% of 100. So here if I say 10, here I will say 10 and say okay. So 100 का 10% कितना आया? Is this clear? So it will automatically calculate the percentage. It will automatically calculate the percentage. If 100, 10% is this. So what will be the 100% of this? So I may go here to find the percentage of this. So once again, if I say that, what will be the 100% of this? So either I will say 100. So it will automatically say that your 100% is nothing but the same. Let me go here. Let me go here and go to this standard and go to percentage of. And if I say that if this is a 10%, if this is a 10%, correct? So what will be the 100%? So if this is a 10%, so 100% will be how much? 1000. So you can go to the reverse calculation if required. Then here we have a one more option as odd and even. Odd and even. So 1000 is your odd or even. So you can just say is even. So it automatically say that this is the even, this is the odd. That's a kind of a true and false. Once again, go here. Instead of this, I may go and check for odd also. So it's a kind of a reverse. So this is a false, this is true. So you can check with the odd number and check with even number. Divide by 2 or divide by 3 like that way. So you can check with odd and even number also. Correct? So we have done with this round formula. We have done with some standard formulas. We have done with information formula. We can also try with this trigonometric, which is irrelevant. So I will not go here. Just for the knowledge I said, see there is a scientific formula. Where is absolute formula, power formula. So if it is required, you can do your extra or efforts from this. So what is the basic requirement that I have covered? That is kind of addition, subtraction, multiplication or percentage. So I don't want to do anything extra with this. I will close here and just say this card. Clear? So now quickly spend a time of 2 minutes on this also so that you get a feel of this, how the number is working. So now let's move to the next option. I have given you the two files, column from example and the conditional column. Now let's see the questions what we have into this. Let me open the first one, column from example. Column from example is a similar name called as a flash fill. Similar name, flash fill. So here in the Excel, suppose I required the someone being acting as a HR and they have getting the new recruitment and their email ID has to create it. Their email ID has to create it. So they generally do what? That is kind of a Tony @ XLR, correct? So what is the email ID of this? Tony @ XLR. Similar way, they require the email ID for rest all. So you have to just press the Control E. It automatically goes here and create the email ID of all. I hope clear with this. Now, that is a one we require to use. Let me delete this also. That is a one we require to use as a Power Query. Similar way, when I come back to this, there is a customer name is there and these all the order ID. So from the order ID, if you want to extract the first two character, middle four character, or maybe the last order ID, we can use this. For example, I required 2018. So 2018 Control E. Is this I got the all answer? So here the Control E is a flash fill. So similar way, Power Query also has a tool called as column from example. Column from example. Let me go here and next option, I have a product, category and subcategory. Correct? So here also, if you want to merge the data, for example, I may require my data to be combined as a, I may require my data to be combined as, so here I am writing textile, correct now? Textile 12520. So for the next data, I will just press Control E. It will automatically combine this. I hope clear with this. But these all things we are doing into Excel. I don't want to do it in Excel. I will just cover one sample. Rest you have to understand. Date is already covered. Correct. So here also these all the data. From the data, I wanted the number. I wanted the number. For example, when I say the 10, my formula does not understand 10 is the first one or the second one. If I type the 20, my system does not understand, but being as a flash fill, it automatically understand you are looking for what. So it will automatically give me, let me just delete or let me just try this, Control E. If you look at to this data, I got only the first. I got only first. And if I type 7111, correct, 380, 974. Now let me select these and press Control E. System automatically understand you are looking for the second one, not the first one. I hope clear with this. So there can be a data where the match or mismatch happens. To cover this, once again, you have to go to the option called as column from example. Column from examples. Let me just go here and cover this part. Let me just go here and cover this part. Let me delete this also. So this is my data. Your cursor must be inside this. Go to data and from table. Now here, once again, I have to say column from example. Column from example. Where I have this, add a column. What is the name? Column from example. Now tell me what you required from this. For example, I required only the first digit 10. Can you see this? Rest of the answer automatically I got it. I have to just say what? Okay. Sir, if I want the second one, then what I will do? Column from example. And once again, here I have to type 711. See, sometimes system does not understand that second and the third sample is also required. Is this it clearly understand? You have to say okay. You have to say okay. If it is clearly understand. If you say no, sir, there is a problem. For example, here I have a 367. So let me go here and add the one more pattern. You are looking for 367 or looking for 25? No, sir, I am looking for 367. So I will type 367, enter. I hope clear this. So it will automatically capture all the number from your data. That is a middle position, second positions. I hope clear with this. So you can have a column from examples. Rest of the data I have given you to do your practice. Example 1, 2, 3. So that it's your call to do your practice. Let me close this. I will come back to the another data, that is the column from example. This is a basically your logical function. Correct? That is conditional column. That is conditional column. Not able to download the file. ठीक है sir. कोई बात नहीं. So let's come back to this. Here I have a conditional column. In that also we will not cover all. I will give you just 1, 2. Suppose for example this is a product. I want if this product is containing a laptop, so create a category called as a laptop. If it is a mobile, then mobile. If it is then pen drive, then there is a category of pen drive. Correct now? But I have to find from here. I have to find from here, like if the product name contain laptop, then give me what? Laptop is falling into where? As a, I will say that laptop. Correct. So I have to create a category wise so that in future I can see how much sell is there in electronics or how much sell is done into the laptop, how much sell is done into mobile, like that way. So immediately your first step, data, go to where? From. Then next step is your logical. Next step is your logical formula. Now, please observe on the learning. I may have another option also. For example, if this is a negative, then loss. If positive, then profit. There can be another option also. Let me just go here and say that add a column. And there is a conditional column. In the conditional column, I will write the logic. I will write the logical formula. What is a logical formula? See, let me just write as a logical result. Now, if my product name not equaled, product name contain, what does this contain? So it contains laptop. It contains laptop. Correct now? So then give me over here as laptop. Let me add another class. If, please observe, product name contain, what does it contain? Mobile. So let me type this mobile because the spelling has to match. Capital small has to match. If this mobile, so I may say that there is another category called as mobile. I will write the name as a category so that better understanding. Correct? The column name is category. So mobile. What else I have after the mobile? I think pen drive is left. Correct? Pen drive is left. So either my product contain laptop, then laptop. Product contain mobile, then mobile. Else I will say that it's just a pen drive. Pen drive. Clear? Okay. Now please check this. So it says laptop, pen drive, pen drive. See, sometime your boss says, please tell me what is the total quantity of my laptop, total quantity of pen drive. In the Excel, if I have to calculate, so which formula should I use? आपके लिए ना मेरे पास लास्ट में एक जॉब है डेटा क्लीनिंग के लिए. करेक्ट. बहुत देर से मैं ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हूं कि यू आर ऑल्सो डूइंग सम क्लीनिंग एक्टिविटी. वो क्या है बाद में बताऊंगा, अभी नहीं, लास्ट. ठीक है. सो डू नॉट गेट सरप्राइज, लास्ट में बता दूंगा. Now, so is this clear with this category I got? Finally, if I have to do the sum of what is a laptop quantity, again sum of what is a mobile quantity, again sum of what is pen drive, तो क्या करेंगे? Which formula should I use in Excel? कौन सा फॉर्मूला एक्सेल में यूज करेंगे?
Sir, sum
भाई
if.
बाजू वाले
Sum if.
yes, your answer is absolutely correct. We have to use the sum if. But here my power query says you don't have to use any formula. All are clickable event. Now let me have the example of this. There is a category. Let me go to here. There is a group by. There is a group by. When I click on this group by, it says, now please observe on the learning. Here I have a category column. I want to perform as a sum if operation. So let me write the name. I am just doing as total QTY. QTY is a quantity. It can be anything. Correct now? Total quantity. So this total quantity for doing a which operation I am going to do? Sum. But sum should be applied on where? Which column? Should be applied on where? Quantity. Please observe. Here I said total quantity. Do the operation of sum. But in which column? Quantity column. So it will apply sum if. It will apply sum if. Okay. So laptop has how many quantity? Mobile has how many? And pen drive has 14. Correct? Yes or no? So if I click over here, I will get as a quantity as 20. Let me just cancel. So I am just going back to here. So I got the answer as, sir, if I want to filter these, how do you know that whether the answer is correct or incorrect? Let me go here and say that, let me answer as a laptop. So these are the laptop. You manually just add 5 plus 3 कितना हुआ 8 8 plus 5 then plus 7 हो गया 20. So we can easily do the calculation from here also, but this kind of a manual we are doing it. So better option not to use this. The best feature they have given name called as group by. So I can do immediately as a total of this. Let me perform the another conditional logic on this. If the profit is in a positive or in a loss. If there is a minus, then loss. If there is a plus, then profit. So let me go to add column. Let me go to where? Conditional column. In the conditional column, I have to say that I am working on where? If my profit value, if my profit value is greater than or equal to, for example, greater than and equal to 0. So you have to write the message as profit. Otherwise, write as loss. So I will say that here conditional column or profit and loss. Chalo. Profit and loss column. Clear? So if I say okay, so automatically you will get the profit and loss. Automatically profit and so loss kitna hua, profit kitna hua. I want to see the total. So immediately I will go to the transform and I will go to group. In that group, I have to say, I am going to use as a total P&L. That is total profit and loss. I will do which formula? Sum. The sum should be applied on where? Sum should be applied on where? Profit and not on this profit and loss, because profit and loss is a text column. So sum should be applied on the values. That is the profit values. Okay. So आपका profit कितना हुआ है 27 और आपका loss कितना हुआ है? I hope clear with this. So this is a beauty of using a group by. So now I applied as a conditional column. I hope clear with this. Now I will close this. There are many examples which is given for your doing a practice. That is conditional column based on the text we have just covered. Conditional column based on the date also. Correct now? If sometime your ship date and the order date, for example, they have a condition. If the ship date and the order date is more than 15, so you have to just write the message as more than 15. You have to write message as not good, otherwise as a good. I hope clear with this. If you are delivering some product within a month, if you are delivering a product within a month, maybe good or maybe bad. So there can be a scenario. There can be a scenario. But first you have to calculate the difference between these two. So you have to say here equal to this minus this. So these are the date. And then write what if. If this is less than equal to 30, then what? Good. Otherwise, what? Bad. We cannot say bad, not good. I hope you got the clarity, yes or no? But instead of writing into Excel, we require a conditional column wherein Power Query. Correct. I have explained already the method how to use this. Yes or no? If the sale of 2021 is greater than 2022, so that means 2021 is better. Yes. If the sale of 2021 is more than sale of 2022, that is better. Otherwise, not good. So if the sale of 2022 is greater than this, so the 2022 is better. So you can write the formula according to the condition. Correct? Now, please quickly spend the time of 2-3 minutes. Then I will move to the next one. File already share करिए. हाँ? Okay. Just try one more time. Hmm? See, file download नहीं हो रही है. अभी तो होना चाहिए. नहीं हुआ आपकी किसी के भी इसमें. हाँ? क्यों? पहले डबल किया तो इसलिए. हुआ? So now let's move. Now we have a next file name called as the append. File name called as append. Now please once again observe on the screen. Now it is a bit difficult to share these files, but at least method how to use you should know that. In the company, I am getting the data as a daily basis or weekly basis or the monthly basis. The data or the file may be in the format of Excel, maybe in the format of CSV, may the format of JSON file. The format may have a multiple, or sometime we have a combined format. So these files has to be clubbed or the combined. So please observe the steps, and if it is possible, make a note, because to provide all these files that is not possible. I will share all this and it will get downloaded. I will just give you what is the format of this. These are the real case studies which given by the company. For example, let me just open the one file. Let me go here and just to understand what is a file data. The file name called as a California. Let me open this. The file is containing in the format of XLS. So here my file has the data where I have a order name, correct? Order ID, date, order date, ship date, and customer, all data I have it. I have to combine all this for just doing a pivot or maybe finding the total profit, total loss. There can be any analysis. But for doing analysis, you have to just provide combined data. So generally you have to do the copy and paste. Open the file, copy, paste, open the file, copy, paste, open the file. That's a very tedious job. So how to handle these kind of a data? Correct? That's a question number 1. Okay. So please understand these all 49 Excel files are there. I have to combine. My Power Query says you just required 3 clicks. That's all. Not more than 3 clicks. 3 clicks. Let me just open this. Now here I am opening the blank Excel file where nothing is there. Is this clear? Nothing is there. Just a blank. I hope clear with this. This file is totally blank. Nothing is there. Let me just combine all these files so that I can do some analysis. What is the overall profit from this? Your company is doing a business in all over India. So India has a how many particular states? So all states, all cities, data has to be combined so that I have a consolidate reports. Consolidate reports. So let me go to data. See, we have used the only one formula or one option, that is from table. Now I am moving back to get. I have to get only one Excel file or there are many Excel files. If it is only one, I may go here from file and I will say Excel. So it will get only one. But sir, I have a mini. So I have to go to where? From folder. Please observe on the method what I am using it. Correct? So now let me click to this. Where is your data? I have to provide the path of my data. That is the address. That is the address. Let me quickly first copy the address. Otherwise, it will take a time to search. So I will go here. I will go here and let me just open this. So these are the file path. Copy, Control C. From here, I just copy the path. Control C. Come back to my Excel. Get data from folder. From folder, they are asking, tell me the path. So I will say that this is a path. Here I entered. Where I entered? In this place. Then okay. I hope clear with the path. So one step is done. As I mentioned, we require just the 3 click. So now this is a data. Whether your data is neat or clean data, you should know that. If it is a bad data, then you have to go and clean your data. This is my data, so I know that my data is neat and clean. Only the combined process has to be done. So here I will say, please observe step number 2, I am doing it. If there is a cleaning, then you have to go to transform data. No, sir, no cleaning. So just go here and say combine and load. So if I click on combine and load, so automatically 49 file get combined and loaded to your Excel. Just perform whatever you want to do it. Wait for the 2 minutes. My job is done. Now here there is a sheet 1 where the combination of your sample appears. This is a kind of a sample, how your file will get combined. Okay, sir, please go ahead. I have to just say what? Okay. Out of 49, this is a sample. Now all file get combined and data loaded into this. It might take 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Correct? You have to just wait and watch. Because the file size is heavy, so it takes time. Is this I got all the data? Yes, no. Sir, is this the file is containing all data or it is containing only from one city or only from one state? So you can just go here and check the names. If you are getting only one name, that means you are having a data from one, but I have a many names. So that means I have all file combined. My job is done. What is the next step? My job. I will go here, insert. I will go here, pivot table. Okay. Sir, tell me what is your question? I have an answer. Sir, I wanted city-wise discount. Drag the city into row, drag the discount into values. My job is done. No, sir, I don't want discount. I want the city-wise total quantity. See this? Within a click, your job is done. See, the main area is to combine the file. That is taken care by Power Query. Now, let me just close. Let me just close. I am done with the first where you can combine all Excel file. What you can combine? Excel file. There can be an immediate next question. Sir, instead of Excel, can we combine as a CSV file? That's a comma separated. Generally, if you are using any ERP, for example, SAP or Oracle, getting some data from there, so they are having a CSV file. So let me combine the CSV file also. The methodology remains same. Data, please tell me, go to where? Get data, and here I just click on the option called as from folder. Now in that from folder, you have to say the path. So where is the path? Let me just say paste. Are you clear? Yes, no, or otherwise you have to simply go to manually, go and find where you have kept it all the data. So let me go here, let me go here, and then I have to search for my file that is inside this. Correct? Earlier we have a 49 files. Now I am going where? Please answer. Monthly bank statement CSV. Monthly bank statement CSV. I have to say what? Okay. The folder location is given. Once I say okay, so automatically your Power Query is combining all the data. Can you see the name of the month, Jan, Feb, March? Can you see the name of month? Yes or no? What is my next task? If the data is not a neat and clean, you have to go for transform. Sir, my data is there, so I know the content. So I will say what? Close and combine and load. When I say the combine and load, it automatically fetch all the data, mix into the one file, and then load it to your Excel for doing the rest of the analysis. Now it is saying this is a sample of data. It is only the sample of how many rows? 200. Sir, if the data contain 2000, then what? It is the first 200 sample. Remaining all data is there. You have to just say okay. So I hope you got the method of how to combine CSV file. How many steps we required? So that is the reason it has a popularity use in the market. Correct now? Sir, can I get the revenue as country wise? It's a matter of 1 minute. Go to pivot table. Okay. Correct now? Pivot table. Okay. And then what is the next step? Country has to, revenue has to. That's all. I can quickly find it out. Where is the highest revenue from which particular country? Yes or no? Please answer. Yes. Sure. Let me close this. So this provide a very quick information. This provide very quick. That is known as what? Technically, we call it as combining the files. I hope everyone clear with this, how to combine the files. Correct? Either one file, two file, or many files are there, we can combine into this. These all the different formats. These all the different formats. Let me go here. There can be a different format also. What is a different format? Please notify this. Excel and then CSV. There can be a challenge. These two are also there. Let me just quickly copy the path and do the same thing. Please observe, I am doing the same thing. Correct? What is the next step? I have to combine Excel or CSV. So let me copy, open my Excel. See, these are the single file. If you want, I can provide this because these are the single files. Now, please observe the steps so that you can perform. Okay, what is the next step? Go to where? Data. Go to where? Here. Now, should I go into folder? Is this, I have a same pattern, multiple files. I have a CSV and Excel. Excel is also one, CSV is also one. So I will not go into this. I will go to where? From Excel. I have to bring Excel separate. I have to bring Excel separate. Yes. Okay. So here I am getting the Excel. I am getting the Excel first. So where is the Excel? Here I have a Excel Jan file. Correct now? Here I have a Excel that is a Jan table. If you want, you can select the multiple also. Sir, I needed only one. So that is the data. I have to say what? Transform. I have to say what? Transform. So data goes to where? Once again, garage. Why I say transform? Because I have a two file. I cannot load only one file. There is one more is missing. That's a CSV. This is just a Excel. This is a just a Excel. Sir, what about the another file with? I am bringing it. So I hope this much is clear. I have to immediately go to the home option. There is what? New source. And then go to where? File. And then go to where? Text or CSV. So this is a location, same in different format. So I will click to this. So the CSV file is getting loaded. Just wait. This is a CSV file. I have to say OK. So I have a two file. One is your Excel file and one is a CSV file. My boss says, I don't want to see the separate because separate is already we are having. We are interested into where? Combine. So here you have to perform the one extra step that is known as append. That is known as append means one below. So let me just say that. Say what? Either append or append as a new. If you say append as a new, so you will get this plus extra data. So original is there, but the result is also there. And if I say append, so original will be converted into the result. Let me just say that append and new so that you have a feel of both. How many file I have? Two file. Correct now? Excel and then Excel and CSV. So here I have to say that Jan. So these two files are there. If it is more than two, then go to three and more. Okay, my job is done. Is this my job is done? So I have a file of my both Jan as well as my Excel. If I go here, look into this. How many row? 10. And here how many row? 10. 10 plus 10 equal to. So could you notice here how many? So both are get combined. I hope clear with this. Now if you want, you can say that close and load. Close and load. Sir, not interested. So I will say cancel. I will say cancel. Correct now? Now. So this is a from file. I did first time as Excel and second time as CSV. I performed on these two. Let me just share these two patterns so that you can also try. I will share this statement in different format. Now, please download these two files and quickly try this. फाइल नहीं आई, मे बी दैट इज इंटरनेट इश्यूज। फाइल नहीं आ रही है किसी में भी? हाँ, so once you got the file, please quickly try this. ठीक, आप सभी के इसमें डाउनलोड हुआ या नहीं हुआ? वो इंटरनेट इश्यूज है, अदरवाइज कुछ नहीं। हम्म, मर्ज हो जाएगा और कैसे है? जितने नए कॉलम आप ऐड करोगे, नाउ एग्जांपल के लिए यहाँ पे लेता हूँ, देयर इज अ नेम, सिटी, ये फर्स्ट टेबल में डेटा, ये सेकंड टेबल में नेम, सिटी और डिस्काउंट, करेक्ट। सो अब अगर मैं इन दोनों को मर्ज करूंगा तो सबसे ज्यादा कॉलम किसके पास है? सेकंड में। तो जब आप यहाँ पे जाओगे फ्रॉम टेबल, लेट मी से हियर अमित मुंबई, करेक्ट, सुमित पुणे, यहाँ पे भी ले लेता हूँ अमिता मुंबई 500, सुनीता दिल्ली 250, करेक्ट। सो व्हेन आई कंबाइन दीज तो फाइनल एक नया टेबल बनेगा दैट विल बी लाइक दिस, करेक्ट। और ये डेटा आपको ऐसे दिखाई देंगे, कैन यू सी दिस? यहाँ पे क्या आएगा इसका, और ये डेटा भी ऐसे आएगा। आई होप समझ में आया। अच्छा, अब इसे मुझे देखना है तो व्हाट आई विल डू, क्योंकि आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है तो इट्स माय ड्यूटी टू आंसर। ओके, दोनों को किस में मैंने कन्वर्ट किया? टेबल में। ठीक है, अभी स्टेप नंबर 1 क्या था, जल्दी से बोलो आप। फ्रॉम टेबल ऑब्जर्व करो, तो ये डेटा चले गया वहां पे, करेक्ट। अब मुझे और एक डेटा लाना है, यस और नो, और एक डेटा लाना है, करेक्ट। अब मैं न्यू सोर्स में नहीं जाऊंगा, बिकॉज वो डेटा एक ही शीट के अंदर दो टेबल है, कोई दूसरे शीट में तो नहीं है ना आपका डेटा, तो अब मैं यहाँ पे नहीं जाऊंगा। आर यू गेटिंग इट माई पॉइंट? मैं टेम्पररी से बोलूंगा आप मेरे डेटा को क्या करेंगे, क्लोज एंड लोड टू, बिकॉज एक ही शीट में दो टेबल है, दोनों अलग अलग शीट में नहीं है, क्लोज एंड लोड टू। अब मैं इसे बोलूंगा कि आप मुझे सिर्फ कनेक्शन दे दो, ओनली कनेक्शन, क्या दे दो? ओके, वन मोर टाइम प्लीज ऑब्जर्व, आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है। सो यहाँ पे आपका फिजिकली डेटा नहीं आ रहा है, सिर्फ क्या आ रहा है, कनेक्शन। वन मोर टाइम आई हैव टू क्लिक ऑन दिस, फिर से यहाँ पे क्लिक करना है फ्रॉम टेबल, आ गया दोनों डेटा। यहाँ पे एक टेबल 1 है और एक टेबल क्या है हमारे पास, क्लियर विद दिस? नाउ अब ज्यादा टेबल किसके पास है, नंबर ऑफ कॉलम, टेबल 2, सो टेबल टू रिफर एज अ प्राइमरी डेटा, जिसमें ज्यादा कॉलम होंगे आप उसको मास्टर डेटा बोलो या प्राइमरी डेटा, और अब जाके आप बोलेंगे आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन मर्ज, सो हियर अपेंड, सो अपेंड क्वेरीज। अच्छा, अपेंड क्वेरी में फर्स्ट आपने किसको लिया है, व्हाट डिड आई सेड, फर्स्ट किसको लिया है, टेबल टू, टेबल टू पे क्लिक किया है, टेबल वन, ठीक है, कर्सर इज ऑन टेबल टू, नाउ टेबल वन, आई हैव टू से ओके। कुछ चेक करके बताओ क्या डेटा आ रहा है, नेम आ गया, सिटी आ गई, वंस अगेन, बट हमें डेटा कहाँ चाहिए था, एक सेकेंड, हमें डेटा प्रॉपर नहीं मिला है सर। चलो इसको भी एक बार यहां से जस्ट अ मोमेंट क्लोज एंड लोड टू कर देता हूं, एंड आई विल से ओनली कनेक्शंस। सो दोनों के मैंने जस्ट डेटा लोड किया एंड आई हैव टेकन ओनली कनेक्शन। आफ्टर दिस आई विल गो हियर, एक बार वापस से इसे कहता हूं कौन सा ऑप्शन यूज करना है, अपेंड, बिकॉज प्रॉपर वो अपेंड नहीं हुआ। यहां से मैं ले लेता हूं टेबल टू और यहां से लिया टेबल वन, याद रहे टेबल टू पहले आना चाहिए बिकॉज ऑफ मोर कॉलम्स। क्या ले लिया यहाँ पे, नेम एंड नेम, ठीक है, चलो दो नेम कॉलम आ गए। सो व्हाट आई विल डू, ये नेम और ये नेम, करेक्ट, मे बी नेम लिखने में मैंने स्पेस दे दिया होगा, देयर कैन बी, सो इसे मैं ट्राई करता हूं, व्हाट इज द ऑप्शन, मर्ज कॉलम, नॉट क्वेरीज, देयर इज अ मर्ज कॉलम, ठीक है, इन दोनों को हम एक साथ में क्या कर देते हैं, मर्ज। कुछ सेपरेटर यूज करना है, नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, आई विल जस्ट से दैट कंबाइन। सो अब क्या मिल गया मुझे, बोलो, कंबाइन में आई गॉट ऑल द नेम्स, यहाँ पे क्या मिल गया, ऑल द डिस्काउंट, सर यहाँ पे डिस्काउंट नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि वो तो दिया ही नहीं था, फिर वापस सिटी जो था उनका सिटी आ गया, करेक्ट। अब यहाँ पे नल लिखा हुआ है, या तो इस वैल्यू को आप रिप्लेस कर दो, क्या कर देंगे, देयर कैन बी रिप्लेस, रिप्लेस वैल्यूज, यहाँ पे चले जाओ, जहां पे लिखा है व्हाट टू रिप्लेस नल, जस्ट मेक एज जीरो। सो अगर जीरो ऐसे लिखा है तो आई कैन डू सम मैथमेटिकल, सम एवरेज मैक्सिमम, नहीं तो वो नहीं आएगा। हो गया, अब वापस आप क्या कर लो, बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए, फॉर एग्जांपल ग्रुप बाय, यस और नो, सो ग्रुप बाय में चले जाओ तो यू विल गेट द सेल फ्रॉम सिटी, करेक्ट। क्या यूज करना है, कौन सा फॉर्मूला, सम, सम किसका करना है, डिस्काउंट का, करेक्ट। नाउ आई विल से हियर आंसर, ओके। तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप देखो मुझे मुंबई से कितना मिला है, 500, दिल्ली से और यहाँ से पुणे से जी, ठीक है, यस। सो नाउ आई एम डन फॉर द डे गाइस, विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन। अब जिसके कोई
सर
क्वेरी, हाँ जी,
वो लास्ट लेक्चर है ना, वो पाइवोट टेबल वाला, उसमें मैं
हाँ,
एब्सेंट थी, और रिकॉर्डेड मैंने किया है, लेकिन उसकी फाइल मिल सकती है क्या,
उसकी फाइल,
प्रैक्टिस के लिए।
उसकी फाइल, ये कौन सा डेटा लिया था मैंने, आपके रनिंग सेशन में नहीं, यू हैव टू आस्क लाइक सो दैट किसी पार्टिसिपेंट्स के पास है वो शेयर कर देगा। यू हैव टू आस्क टू द पार्टिसिपेंट्स किसने डेटा लिया है ना, तो वो बता दे, क्योंकि बस एवरी टाइम आई यूज डिफरेंट डेटा, तो मैं डेटा कहीं से भी लेता हूँ। चलो, और किसी के पास कोई दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, फाइंड करता हूँ, फिर आपको नेक्स्ट सेशन में बता दूंगा।
Okay,
अदरवाइज
sir.
वर्किंग सेशन में आप बोलते हैं तो किसी पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो है दे कैन शेयर। तो इफ यू हैव अ लास्ट सेशन फाइल पार्टिसिपेंट्स प्लीज शेयर। अरे टाइम जितना मिलेगा उसके हिसाब से जाना पड़ता है, टाइम भी परमिट होनी चाहिए। हाँ हाँ, 10 मिनट अगर बंदा सब क्लास 7 बजे है और 7 बजे की क्लास ऑलरेडी हम 7:10 को स्टार्ट करेंगे, तो फिर तो 15 मिनट तो वैसे ही डेली चले जाते हैं। अब मैनेजमेंट को मुझे एक्स्ट्रा सेशन, अब बचे कितने मेरे पास, ओनली 3 सेशन, पावर क्वेरी प्लस अभी वीबीए मैक्रो। अगर आप सिलेबस देखेंगे तो अभी भी मेरे पास 3 ही दिन है, तो 3 दिन में वो कंप्लीट करना है। चलो, if there is no question, I am closing for the day, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll meet directly in the next session.